Hey guys, welcome to the May 28th AMA for MahaDAO. Really a pleasure to have all of you here, the wonderful community members of MahaDAO here with us today. Um, just a quick mic check, guys. If you guys can hear me, just say hi, Steve. We can hear you. Yeah, just a quick mic check. Okay, I think we are all good, guys. Welcome to yes, the May 22nd AMA. Boy, do we have a lot of stuff here for you today, and very excited to see all the Maha community members growing over the last few weeks. Even though this has been a very rough month in the market, I'm glad to see all of you guys are still here and surviving and getting and enjoying the updates that have been shown in the Maha community. So with that, we're just going to jump straight into it, guys. So the very first thing we want to share is that even though this market has been pretty bearish, we have seen the most progress in this month for MahaDAO, and it just goes to show, right, that in a bear market you create strong products, and in a bull market you see these products grow. So without further ado, we're very excited today to share with you guys all the major things and the updates that we have to share with you today. We're going to talk about wallets, we're going to talk about Venezuela, we're going to talk about community growth, team growth, more products, more innovations, a lot of stuff that we have along the line today. So yeah, let's jump straight right into it. Hope you guys are excited. So the very first thing, guys, we are super excited to share with you all is that MahaDAO finally, after months and months of work and negotiations and being on the ground, we are finally live in Venezuela. After a lot of development, ARTH, the value coin, the coin that we have designed to fight inflation, is finally live in Venezuela. And I'm going to share you guys some of the amazing updates that the people in our team, they have been sort of working on. So as you can see here, this is some of the actual work, the actual effort made by the team in Venezuela, promoting and showcasing the ARTH wallet, the ARTH value coin, the inflation-proof stable coin to the people in Venezuela. There are a couple of very amazing things you can see here. You can see, for example, an influencer, a Venezuelan influencer, promoting and giving a testimonial for the ARTH wallet. You can see people, our Maha helpers on the ground, sort of getting out there, going to merchants, going to shopkeepers, going to burger stalls, getting the word out there that, hey, look, ARTH is here to save the world. ARTH is here to show the Venezuelan people what it is like to have an inflation-proof stablecoin. So here you can see a few photos. Some of on the left-hand side, you see 4 images of what we call the Maha helpers. These are our loyal soldiers on the ground, working to get the Maha and the ARTH message, the vision out to the people in Venezuela. So these guys are our young soldiers, our young blood, our ambassadors. You can see them with in their hands. What they're holding is the actual ARTH wallet, and we're very proud and very excited to have this initiative executed by the MahaDAO team, especially Gustavo and the entire Venezuelan Maha team that have been working around the clock to make this happen. A couple of things you see here, guys. You can see that they're wearing the ARTH cap. You can see that they're all wearing MahaDAO t-shirts. They're all holding the ARTH wallet. Keeping in mind, guys, that this is a gasless wallet, so it's very easy and simple to use. On your right hand side, guys, you can see an actual merchant, an actual guy who is selling burgers in Venezuela using the ARTH wallet as a means of payment. Isn't that amazing that even in a bear market, this young merchant and many others could use the ARTH wallet to accept for payment? And I think that's amazing that that a lot of people are starting to hear about the uh, the uh, the the ARTH and the MahaDAO ecosystem. On the left hand side, guys, you can actually see a Venezuelan influencer. If you go to her Instagram, you can see that she's given a story about the MahaDAO app and the ARTH wallet and how it can help people save inflation. On the right hand side, guys, you can actually see a merchant being onboarded by one of our Maha helpers to get to know about ARTH and the value coin and what it is all about. So this is a very exciting time to be building a value coin, the coin that can save the people from inflation. And guys, this is awesome. This is what makes it what makes it being worth to be a part of the MahaDAO ecosystem. So yeah, very excited to share with you all that MahaDAO is finally live in Venezuela after a lot of work and after a lot of effort. So yeah, so guys, this is the first major update that we wanted to share with you. Of course, we have a lot more in store for this month's AMA. So we're just gonna not waste any time and jump straight to the next most innovative update that we wanted to share with you. Are you ready? So great. The next thing, guys, is something very exciting, something that we have just given you guys a hint of, and that is the ARTH lending protocol. Guys, this is something new and innovative that allows ARTH to scale beyond just DeFi, right? And what this is going to do is that it's going to make it very simple and easy for ARTH, for MahaDAO to onboard new people onto the ARTH ecosystem. And so moving on, we ask why do we want to launch a lending protocol? Because it is the easiest way for people to get into Maha and ARTH. So this, guys, is something that allows the layperson, the common man, to invest into the ARTH protocol without knowing the complexities of DeFi or the complexities of crypto. And what we're going to show you next is an actual live screenshot that allows people to get into the ARTH and MahaDAO ecosystem. And as you can see here, this is a very much designed and built around Compound, one of the largest lending protocols out there. So we're borrowing the ecosystem of Compound and building the ARTH value coin. So that's what we have the second update, which is the ARTH lending protocol. And on a couple of other things that we would like to share, it is also the first lending protocol that will allow you to lend and borrow staked LP tokens, liquidity pool tokens with ARTH. And this, guys, is something that's going to make ARTH different from some of the ARTH lending protocol, different from some of the other competitors out there. So very excited, guys, to share with you that we are launching sometime this month, sometime in the month of June, the ARTH lending protocol. So yeah, that's the second product update that we have to share with you guys. Hope you are all enjoying the progress that the team has made, even though we are in a bear market. Yeah, there's a lot of work that's been done, and yep, let's continue moving forward. Okay, guys, the third update we have today is the GMU peg. And boy, is this something that most of the community members have been waiting for. So the Earth GMU peg, guys, was something that was the original vision for the Earth protocol and Maha, but it's never got about to coming live because of various updates and various innovations and technicalities we had to sort of cross through. But we're proud to share with you guys that finally, after months and months of research and innovation, the Earth GMU peg is complete. Now, what is the Earth GMU peg? For those of you who are not familiar, it is the target price for Earth. This is something that will make Earth different from other stable coins out there. And how is it going to be different? Well, very simply put, Earth is going to be the first stable coin that will appreciate in a bull market but remain stable in a bear market. So this, guys, is at the right moment and at the right time, because today Earth, we are in a bear market, and Earth has the moment to shine and to prove itself to being the most dominant or the most innovative stablecoin out there. What you are seeing here is a price where the blue line is the price of Bitcoin and the orange line is the price of Earth. And as you can see in a bull market, between the lines in the x-axis from 50 to maybe 100, 200 or 150, you can see the uh, Earth price or the Earth peg appreciating because we are in a bull market. And between 200 to 300, you can see the Earth peg remaining stable because we enter into a bear market. So guys, that is something that we are very excited to sort of share with you guys, that Earth is going to be the first stable coin that appreciates in bull but remains stable in bear. And of course, the first go live is going to be on the BAC chain, which many of your community members know is not too far away. We're expecting sometime this week or the next for this entire peg and the protocol to go live. All right, guys. The fourth update that we want to share with you guys is that we have major developments that have been made with the Maha chain. The Maha chain, as you guys know, was something we announced early this year, which was the world's first incentivized stablecoin blockchain. Happy to share with you guys that the team has made major developments with Maha chain, some of which we will show you in this slide right here, which is governance, staking, validators, incentives, integrations with Cosmos blockchains, integrations with Ethereum EVM chains. A lot has been done over the last few months. And what you're seeing here is an actual dashboard that is a live dashboard that allows people to stake, vote, become validators in the Maha chain ecosystem. So this is something we are very excited to sort of launch sometime late this year. And this is something, guys, that's going to make the MahaDAO ecosystem grow even bigger. And we think that the the Maha chain will probably be bigger than the Terra or the Luna ecosystem. So very excited for having the Maha chain ecosystem sort of grow faster, or the progress being made to be faster than what we expected. So, guys, this has been a lot of updates so far. You're going to see something pretty major in the next slide. And before we jump into it, I would like for us to first do an overview of what is MahaDAO so far. So as you can see, we have a couple of things that MahaDAO is all about, right? We have, of course, the Maha and Earth, which represents the governance and the world's first value coin that allows people to stake and earn, protect their wealth and protect themselves from inflation. We have the Earth wallet, our first gasless wallet that allows people like the ones in Venezuela to easily transact or buy, pay for goods and services using Earth in a very simple and easy to use and in a gasless way. Then we have the lending protocol, which we just announced, a very simple and easy to use protocol or a savings protocol for people to simply deposit their Earth and earn a yield from depositing their EARTH. A lending protocol, guys, is the most easiest way for new users to come on board and onboard themselves to the EARTH and Maha ecosystem. And of course, we have the Maha chain, the Maha run blockchain that will launch sometime this year, powered by MahaDAO and the Maha token holders, that allows incentives, built-in incentives, of the very first built-in incentives to happen on chain, and of course transaction fees in EARTH and Maha. Guys, we have a fifth product that we want to share with you, and hope you're ready for this because we have given hints to our community over the last couple of months, and happy to share with you guys that we are innovating NFTs with MahaDAO. With the launch of NFTs, we are doing something. We're looking at a new way to think about NFTs. And why is MahaDAO doing NFTs? Well, this is a question a lot of people would ask because MahaDAO is doing a lot of things. It's doing a lending protocol, it has a stable coin, it has a chain. But why NFTs? Well, it's more than just JPEGs, it's more than just a fancy image, it's more than just an avatar. It has a lot to do with creating an engaging community and brand building. So this, guys, is a fantastic way for the Mahada community to grow bigger than what it is today. And that's what NFTs is going to do for us. There are three things, guys, that make the MahaDAO NFT special. And I'm excited to share with you guys about what we have in store for you. I think these three innovations are so fantastic that they make the MahaDAO NFTs far more innovative than anything that is out there in the market. The first amazing thing about the MahaDAO NFTs is that there's going to be massive utility for these NFTs. The MahaDAO NFTs will be the first NFTs where you can vote, stake, earn rewards or fees, and boost your yield. This is amongst the first few utility NFTs that people have been talking about in the ecosystem. So MahaDAO's NFTs will be the first NFTs with massive utility in terms of governance, staking, boosting rewards, voting, fees and incentives, and so on. So there's massive utility with the MahaDAO NFTs. The second is that they look really, really good. We have right now worked with 5 talented artists who are currently working on designing the JPEGs and the profile photos of the NFTs. And to say that they are going to be good looking NFTs is something that we would want to make sure, because we want our community members, you guys, to be proud owners and holders of these NFTs. And so these NFTs are going to look really, really good. And we have 5 talented artists who are working with them currently. And the reason why is because in the end, these NFTs should resemble the brand and should resemble the community and massively grow what we have with us today. So happy to share that, of course, we are investing heavily in making sure that these NFTs obviously look good. And the third biggest update, guys, with the Maha NFTs is that they're going to be backed by the Maha token, which means this is going to be the first NFT which will have intrinsic value because it is backed by the Maha token. Anytime you lock or you stake your Maha, your stake is represented as an NFT, and that NFT will have its own JPEG. And so it's going to be the first NFT with a JPEG that is backed by a governance token. How cool is that, guys? This is going to be something breakthrough for the NFT ecosystem, and happy to get the community around this. And guys, the functionality is live. We have the function. On Friday we announced the testnet of the NFT functionality, and people went in. They could lock their Maha. So over here you can see that a person is coming in. This is how the portal would look. You can see a couple of things. You can see a button on the right hand side that says create lock. This is where the users would come in and always lock come in to lock their Maha tokens and mint an NFT from that lock. In the bottom middle, you can actually see the NFT itself. So you get an NFT ID, which represents your lock position. You get the vest amount, which is the actual Maha it is backed by, and you get an expiry date, which is how long this NFT is going to last. And of course, on the left hand side, you can see NFT ID number 8. For now, we have just put a simple text placeholder, but this is where the JPEG or the profile photo is going to exist. So this is how an NFT is minted using the Maha token as an underlying token to back the NFTs. Then once you have a Maha NFT, you can use it for governance. So over here, you can see that there are different staking pools where the Maha NFTs will be used to vote on different rewards and incentives. The more votes a pool gets, the more Maha it earns. It works very similar to curve finance, or what is in the crypto world known as VE tokenomics. So these NFTs would allow you to sort of boost the rewards for different farming pools. So on the right hand side, guys, on the top right, you can see number 8, and that is where how you select the NFTs themselves. And on the bottom right, you can see different sliders, and that is how people vote. They can vote for or against a different a farming pool in terms of incentives. Obviously, the more Maha you lock, the more voting power your NFT gets. So that's an amazing new update that we have to share with you here. And obviously, the next exciting thing with the NFTs is, of course, if you hold an NFT, you are also eligible for earning bribes for your NFTs, and these bribes are going to be in various other tokens. They can be in Maha, they can be in Dai or Sushi or Solid or whatever token is whatever project that wants to incentivize the Maha holders for their voting power. They can come onto our platform and deposit and create a bribe incentivizing Maha users to vote, not only vote for their pool, but also earn revenue for their Maha NFT, for their voting power. So absolutely excited for the NFT holders to come into the picture and get bribes from various other projects and protocols. And of course, guys, very excited to show that there's an actual utility for Maha NFTs when it comes to staking. If you hold a Maha NFT and you stake in any of the farming pools, you can boost your staking rewards by 5 times. And that is exciting, guys, because that gives a bigger incentive for people to lock their Maha tokens and boost their staking rewards. So, guys, amazing utility that is packed into the Maha NFTs, but we have not shown you the JPEGs. We have not shown you the avatars. Where are the PFPs? Where are the avatars? Where are the JPEGs? Well, guys, the JPEGs are coming this June, this July on MahaStarter, our very own launchpad. As you know, guys, MahaStarter is a launchpad that has a lot of hype. We have launched 2 projects so far. Both of them have had massive community response. So the JPEGs are gonna go live on MahaStarter, and we're making the criteria for any user to hold a JPEG to have locked at least a minimum of 100 MahaX. So you need to hold 100 MahaX. So 100 MahaX means either 100 Maha staked for 4 years or 400 Maha staked for 1 year. But whatever it is, we're pretty much going to see a scarcity for Maha as more people want to start collecting these JPEG. So a minimum criteria for a JPEG Maha is 100 MahaX. And obviously, guys, the more Maha you stake, the rarer and the more valuable your JPEG or your NFT is going to be. So this is our most innovative update with the. Oops, sorry. Can you see me? Sorry. Testing. Sorry, we just lagged for a bit. But hope you guys can see me back. So this is our most innovative update so far with the Maha NFT, and looking forward for you guys in the month of June, July, when we launch the JPEGs, because that's going to get a lot of people, the NFT community involved with the MahaDAO ecosystem. We're going to see our Discord explode. We're going to see our Telegram explode. We're going to see, the brand on Twitter become more viral than what it is today. So happy to share with you guys the exciting new update about the Maha NFTs, a new and existing way to think about NFTs. And guys, before we jump into the questions, we have a massive update in terms of the community. Sorry, can you guys hear me? Just if you can mention in the chat. Massive update. Yeah, I think you can. That's fantastic. So the last update is our team. We are extending our team in terms of customer support. So this is important because we truly believe in our community and giving support, and making sure that our community is taken care of. We treat you people like we treat our community members, every investor, every participant in our Discord, in our Telegram, every person interacting with our Twitter. We treat you like our people. And so we have hired a dedicated customer support so that we make sure that, hey, look, we are going to respond and answer any questions or queries that you might have, the community might have. So more love and more passion for the community, for the people. And that's something we worked on over the last month. Obviously, more devs, more operation, more team members in operations, more artists working with us in terms of the NFTs, in terms of the creatives, the designs, the ease of use and the look and the beauty of some of the products we have, and so on and so forth. So, guys, these are the updates that we have had so far, and obviously, I cannot stress on how much important it is. How much love and care we want to give back to the community. Of course, even though we are in a bear market, we are not letting go of our community. We do our best to listen to you guys and incentivize all the participants out there. So with that being said, guys, I'm moving back to the first slide. Give me a moment. Let's see here. Yeah. So guys, with that, happy to take your questions. We will spend the next 10-15 minutes answering the questions of the community. So if you have any questions or queries, feel free to drop them in the chat. Obviously, all the participants here at the end of the AMA, we will be passing out a form for all the participants to fill. If you fill this form, obviously you are eligible for a Maha airdrop, and this is sort of the incentive or the proof of attendance that we are giving away for this AMA. So with that, I am moving on to the questions. Okay, so let's see here. Moving to the beginning of the chat. Oh my God, there's so many questions, guys. Okay, let's take them one at a time, and I'll try my best to answer them as quick as we can. Yeah. All right. So the first question is, lol, I got a haircut. Yes, Jav, I've got a haircut. Since the entire market is short, I'm also keeping my hair short. So that's something. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the first questions. Da, 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 da. Okay. Da, 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 okay. There's so many messages. Oh man. Okay. All right. Here we go. Are there any plans for Maha to collaborate with businesses around the globe to accept payments in Maha? Hey, Joseph. Really nice to meet you. Fantastic question out there. So the answer is obviously yes. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to start with ARTH, right? And a lot of the people we're working with, they also want to accept Maha as payment. We incubated a project called as Scallop in the month of November, and Scallop is bringing about the world's first DeFi bank. So they're bringing banking and payments to almost everyone in the world out there. And two of the currencies that will be accepted as payment through Scallop will be ARTH and Maha. So the short answer is yes. Pretty soon we will be seeing a lot of businesses accepting ARTH and Maha as payment. And as you've seen today, already live, merchants in Venezuela are accepting ARTH as payment. And so we have just cocooned, we just come out of our cocoon in terms of getting adoption for ARTH and Maha. So yep, so that's hopefully that answers your question. Second is, can we accept something like Maha Pay? Not officially by MahaDAO, but definitely through Scallop, our partner project, our incubatee. So Scallop is coming up with Scallop Pay, where there's support for many different cryptocurrencies, including bank accounts, credit cards, POS systems. And so through Scallop Pay, we're going to have ARTH and Maha integrated as well. Since we are also supporting a stablecoin, what lessons have we learned for ARTH from the Luna incident? Guys, the Luna incident is something that the MahaDAO, honestly, the only thing we can say is that we're very sorry for a lot of the people that got hurt by the Luna incident. It's in my belief that a project should never hurt or be very careless with the investors or the people that invest into it. And so for the MahaDAO, there have been a lot of lessons that we have learned for our community. And a couple of things is, one is that ARTH is going to be backed 110% with cryptocurrency collateral, not Maha, but mainly ETH and Bitcoin. So ARTH is going to be the first stablecoin that is going to actively promote inflation-proof properties whilst being backed 100% by ETH and Bitcoin. So because of the backing of ETH and Bitcoin, there's always stability for ARTH. And in fact, ARTH is one of the few stable coins that has survived the bear market and has not lost its peg by too much. So happy to share that, of course, the ARTH stablecoin is 110% backed by cryptocurrency collateral. And at the same time, we are not an algorithmic stablecoin. We're very much like MakerDAO or Rai, these stablecoins that have 100% backing. But of course, ARTH has Maha, the governance coin with an active community that makes it very special. And obviously, ARTH is inflation proof. So we have all these things that make us obviously better and different from the Luna ecosystem. Next question is from Joseph. Does Maha hope to diversify into virtual payment systems that allow people to perform daily transactions using Maha? It is already live, and you can see the work being done in Venezuela. Next question by Jitesh. How many copies of NFTs are expected? Theoretically, Jitesh, an NFT, the JPEG, I mean, they can be as many as, I don't know, if you were to lock 0.1 Maha for an NFT, then they can be, 10 millions of NFTs. But the JPEGs are minted only if you lock 100 Maha, and that too for 4 years. Yeah, so minimum criteria for a JPEG is 100 MahaX. And essentially, if you lock 100 MahaX, you can list your Maha NFT for sale on platforms like OpenSea, Rarible, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so close to, if you were to do the math, theoretically with 10 million supply and 100 MahaX floor, you're looking at a max supply of about 100,000 NFT copies. But we expect practically, not more than 10,000 or 6,000 NFTs would be there, because so many Maha is locked in exchanges, in liquidity, in various other places, in cold wallets. So we expect somewhere around 6,000 or 10,000. copies, but this can grow more as well. Um, so of course, our soldier on the ground, Gustavo, says NFTs going to unlock the digital world, especially with utilities, services, and more. This is a really smart move from the MahaDAO ecosystem. Have to agree with you there. This Gustavo will help us expand the MahaDAO ecosystem. Lab for You asks, is there what happens to the existing stakers? Will there be any NFT for the existing stakers? Lab, happy to share with you guys that people who stake Maha right now, at least 100 Maha for 100 Maha X, will be getting a fancy JPEG. And of course, the Maha supporter who stake their NFTs will get a slightly more rarer or more unique JPEG than obviously people who come after the launch. So if you have staked your Maha, then yes, you are getting your a Maha NFT. Um, then Jitesh asks, what are the tiers of NFTs? Well, the highest tier of NFT will be for a person that locks 25,000 Maha tokens, Maha X. And surprisingly, there have been people that have locked that much Maha. Given that we're in a bear market, it should be more affordable for people to, I guess, lock 25,000 Maha X. But if you lock 25,000 Maha, either 50,000 Maha for 2 years, or 100,000 Maha for 1 year, or 25,000 Maha for 4 years, whatever it is that matters, you will get the God level NFT. And I think there are 3 to 4 people in our community that are eligible for the God level NFT. A fun fact, guys, we are calling the God level NFT Bhagwans. And Bhagwan is a Hindi term, or a term very commonly known for a god, a Hindu god. So you can see a lot of brand recognition will be there for the Bhagwans out there. Um, so Michael asks, can you talk about the mechanics for NFT rarity? So basically, this is not revealed so far, but I can give you guys a small hint. The more Maha you lock, the more NFTs you get, the more rare your NFT becomes. You can obviously list your locked Maha on OpenSea. Uh, of course, once the lock expires, you can burn your NFT and withdraw the underlying Maha. And if you extend your Maha lock by staking more NFT, more Maha, or by extending your lock, if you do twice the amount, your NFT evolves or your NFT changes. So, which means if I start with 200 Maha and I lock 200 more Maha, so I double my lock, then my NFT evolves, or it changes into a completely new random design. And obviously the new design is going to be more rarer than the previous design. So as you start to double or lock more Maha, the NFTs will start to evolve as well. Okay. Oh man, there's so many questions out there. Okay. Next question is by Charter Beats. Rough estimate on Maha Chain launch date. Well, Charter, a lot of the work has been done, and we're currently in the process of finishing the documentation and preparing for testnet. But one thing, Charter, that we are not going to do until the launch, not going to do, which is the launch of the testnet, until which is the growth of the community, it reaches a certain point. So we're waiting very carefully, Charter, for the community, the MahaDAO community, to grow, 3 to 5 or 10 times bigger than what it is today. We want people in our Discord speaking to us. We want people, wearing the MahaDAO NFTs as their brand. We want people out there using the wallet, using the app, living and breathing and prophesizing the MahaDAO ecosystem. Once we grow our community to such a big number where it becomes literally a tribe, or a community that can take down an entire blockchain, like how the Bored Ape community could take down the Ethereum blockchain, that's when we're launching the Maha chain. So basically, long story short, Charter, the Maha chain launch is going to happen when the community grows as big as we can. So that's what we are looking at. Harry asks, any goals for Maha team size? So, Harry, one thing for sure is that we have extended. We don't have goals per se, but we have definitely extended the community contributors, and we've extended the people who are in customer support. And the reason why is because we believe that giving support and answering questions from our community is the most important thing out there, and making them feel like home, right? Making them feel like, hey, the team is accessible, I'm accessible, we can answer your questions, and we're trying to answer as much as possible. So as far as team size, we're focusing on customer support, expanding that. But as far as the core team size goes, we're very particular in hiring good people and hiring talented people. So whilst there is, of course, the bear market, we are still on the lookout for a couple of few hires, and these are people that are going to be, of course, very talented and experienced, right? There's no goal, because if we were to go about a team size goal, I think that will be a wrong metric. Rather, what we are looking at is to look at contributions or people that can add value. So we want, obviously, the rock stars, the very strong team members to be as part of our team. So that's the next thing. Etlam 94 asks, are there any further marketing plans or partnerships? Yes, Etlam. So, of course, the last 2 weeks has been sort of busy for the team. This week onwards, we restart the partnerships, and we restart the, of course, the AMAs, the marketing with the various communities and so on. So we've just, I think, doubled our marketing team as of recent. So the following week, including this AMA, we're going to do a lot more activities with influencers, projects, communities, and so on. Ahmed asks, I have already staked 1,000 MahaX. Will I get 10 NFT? So Ahmed, first of all, thank you for being a loyal supporter, and thank you for obviously being, for staking your Maha to be a part of the community. So you don't get 1,000 MahaX, you get one. You don't get 1,010 NFTs, you get one NFT, but your NFT is probably 10 times more rarer than the person that stakes 100 MahaX NFT. So you get one NFT that represents your lock, but it will be 10 times rarer than the other NFTs. Guys, the more rare your NFT is, the more, you will get, posters, you will get t-shirts, you will be invited to exclusive events, you would be invited to celebrities, closed door celebrities, channels with celebrities. You would be invited with, a metaverse hangout with the team. There's so much things that you can do the more rare your NFT is. So thank you, obviously, Ahmed, for staking 1,000 MahaX, and I encourage other users to go to, stake their Maha at gov.mahadao.com. Hope this answers your question. Jonas asked, the NFT rarity thing sounds nice. Does it mean it will become more rare or will have higher chance to be a rarer one? So basically, Jonas, the NFTs themselves have an underlying value of Maha. If Maha price appreciates or improves, then the base flow price of the Maha NFT will also improve, because the speculators will look at the NFT as a futures contract, basically, right? And in terms of rarity, so there's going to be, of course, the rarity rarity in the terms of supply, because the max rare NFT is going to be 25,000 MahaX. Now, first of all, there's not a lot of Maha in the market, right? There's only, I think, at the moment, 3 million Maha, out of which 18% is staked. Then a further 10, 20, 25% is on exchanges. So there's not a lot of Maha that is out there in the market, and is very, very distributed. The number of holders that hold 25,000 MahaX, which is the God level Maha, the God level NFT, there are not many people out there. So we have accommodated roughly 20 to 40 different Bhagwans out there. So there are only going to be 20 to 40 different rare NFTs. So yeah, I mean, the more you lock, the rarer it's going to be, and the max level is 25,000 Maha. uh, DeFi Arena says, will Maha move to the metaverse any day? Well, DeFi Arena, the Maha NFTs is our brand, is our brand NFTs. And so pretty soon in the roadmap, when we reveal the roadmap, you will see that the end goal is to see the Maha NFTs participating in a metaverse. So all the Maharajas, the Bhagwans, or whatever we call these NFTs, they will be, in a metaverse of their own with other celebrities and other people, an exclusive community that we will have. So um, Tiago asks, would love to see Maha presence metaverse with Gamium. For sure, Tiago, we will, we will, get that going. Uh, the Greshik Sikora, hope I pronounced your name right. What will happen with BNB uses collateral as BSE and ARTH borrowed? Most of the collateral has been refunded, Greshik, and most of the BNB that was used were the teams. So I think there's no harm since it's mostly the team's expense. So yeah, and most of the people have been refunded for whoever has borrowed ARTH on BSC. So hopefully that answers your question. Smurf Cleric, that's such an amazing name. Asks, any update on Phantom Chain and incentives? So Smurf, we are putting on hold for the Phantom and Avalanche. So we had two chains that we were very excited to work with. The reason why is because we're going to focus on what we have on the ground first, and restart and making our engine grow bigger. So we're basically scheduling the Phantom and Avax chain for sometime end of June, right? And so not too long, but definitely a small break, because we want to focus on the core products on the BSC, Polygon, and ETH chain, and make sure the TVL grows to a certain level. Ivan asks, hey Steve, when can we expect the lending protocol on ETH and Polygon? Second question, when can we test the Maha chain testnet? Hey Ivan, thank you for your support and your questions. So to answer your first question, when can we expect the ETH lending protocol on ETH and Polygon? So it's a compound fork. Currently, the rebranding and the testing is underway. So sometime mid of June, I think we would expect this to go live. And second question is, when can we expect the Mahachain testnet? So currently the team is working on completing some of the incentive controllers and the documentation. Once all of that is finished, I think sometime the end of this year, we would see the Mahachain testnet. But really, Ivan, the date for the Mahachain testnet is very much dependent on the community side. So we want to grow the community to such a large number, and after that, we would then launch the Mahachain testnet. Guys, I do want us to limit to just probably 10 more questions. So I really apologize if I don't answer everyone's questions. We will just take 10 more questions so that we respect all the time of our viewers and the wonderful community members. But I'm sincerely overwhelmed and thankful to a lot of you guys for your support and showing up today, and obviously asking your questions, and of course sharing the wonderful updates to you guys. Will there be a marketplace to buy and sell these Maha? Would these affect the Maha estate? Well, Temi, the answer is yes. It's a very exciting thing, which means if you lock your Maha for 4 years, your locked Maha becomes an NFT, which you can then sell on OpenSea. Which means if Maha price 100x, just assume Maha price goes, really, really high, and you are locked for 4 years, but you realize that, oh, I want to cash out on at least some of the profits, right? Then what you can do is sell the NFT on OpenSea. But when you sell the NFT on OpenSea, your locked Maha is also transferred to the person you are selling to. So there is a marketplace which is basically OpenSea, Rarible, LooksRare, all these marketplaces where you can buy and sell the locked Maha. So, what are the thoughts of big exchanges about ARTH and our plans? Do they find our project interesting? Yes. We are speaking to a lot of exchanges. We're going to focus a lot on the Ethereum chain moving forward, because a lot of exchanges want Ethereum, Ethereum integration. So yes, there's a lot of big exchanges that we're working with, specifically some of the tier ones we're currently speaking with as well. Guys, just 5 more questions right now. I will try to skim through some of the questions that we have, and then conclude this AMA. How do you plan to keep the 110 backing in bear market and flash crash situation? Well, Jitesh, ARTH right now has stood the test of time. It is still, the market has crashed, but ARTH is still backed 110%. So I think, we don't have the protocol itself has proven that it can sort of sustain even a market crash situation. Will ARTH be backed by USDC? No. The reason why is because USDC does not appreciate in a bull market. We want ARTH to appreciate in a bull market, so that is only possible if ARTH is backed by Bitcoin and ETH. So ARTH will only be backed by decentralized cryptocurrencies, not centralized crypto stablecoins like USDC, USDT, and the likes. How much Maha do you need for the rarest NFT? Hi Farad, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So the rarest NFT is 25,000 Maha. Giannis asks, will the NFTs be deleted at the end? So if you lock your Maha for, let's say, 1 year, yes, after the end of 1 year, you are able to basically burn. So the NFT is deleted, burn the NFT and redeem the underlying Maha for it. Okay, guys, one last question before we conclude. Thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have shared so far. Let me see. So let me see here. Okay, I do want to take from somebody who um, has not asked a question before. So okay, here's the last question, guys. Let's give a special attention to this one. So Evil, hope I pronounce your name right. Ask, as you're building on Cosmos, will there be an airdrop for Atom stakers? Oh boy, so there's a lot of fancy marketing stuff we're going to be doing for the Atom community, for obviously the Luna community, because we share a lot of supporters from the Luna ecosystem. Of course, by then the Maha price would be a lot different by then, but there is a budget allocated to airdropping for community members from the Cosmos ecosystem that participate as validators, stakers, participants in the chain, and so on and so forth. So yeah, hope you are excited for the airdrop once the Maha chain goes live. Okay, guys, I have shared in the chat right now a Google form that you can all have a look at, as a way to fill in or participate, for the rewards and incentives we're going to give out for this AMA. What I would like for you to do is take a screenshot of what you're seeing right now and submit your ERC20 wallet address, your Telegram handle name, and a screenshot of this AMA. The link is just shared right now on the YouTube live chat. Let me see if I can unlock the form. Sorry, someone says the form is locked. Let me just sort of unlock it. Give us a moment. Okay, so in roughly 5 minutes, guys, we're going to keep this form live for roughly 3 to 4 hours, so you have enough time to fill it out. So yeah, so this is the last concluding point, guys. Please feel free to fill in this form, enjoy some of the juicy Maha rewards we're going to give you, because hey, we want you guys to hold Maha. We want you guys to be a part of the protocol and enjoy some of the different incentives we have out there. And with that, I would like to thank you guys for participating in this AMA. Hope you all enjoyed the massive updates out there, and looking forward for the community growing and expanding with the NFTs and the Lightning protocol. With that, Steven, this is me, Steven, signing off. Thank you so much for being with us, and have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you, guys. See you soon.